Hey babes, and welcome back to Rambles and Makeup with your rambling host, DohiSama. How are you? Is your week well? Are you doing okay? I really hope so. Today we are doing an Umbreon inspired look with the color change, just how we did for Miracle. And we are also talking about season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. So first of all, if you haven't watched my review of season 1, go do that first so I don't spoil anything for you. But for the rest of my dandelions, grab your makeup, grab your brushes and your notepads, and meet me in the bathroom. All right, babies. Welcome back, dandelions. Welcome back. So today, I am so excited. I get to try another new palette. Finally, I got my hands on a mid-run palette. I hope I'm saying it right, so sorry if I'm not. But this one is called Paradise Makeup AQ. It's pastel, 8 colors, magnetic palette. I am so excited. All right, y'all. So today we are actually going to talk about season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, okay? Okay, to go ahead and get in it, because y'all, I was telling my best friend, I was like, you need to watch this because there is so much I want to say to you. There is so much I want to spaz and rage to you about. And so, since I cannot do it to her, and I literally have no other friends, y'all are my friends. And so, y'all are going to have to hear what it is I have to say. So, my plans, because this is not going to be the only show like that I do a season 2 of, because this weekend was an anime weekend. It was such a great one, but I've caught up on some things that I've wanted to see for a while now, and I'm not gonna spoil it until like it is the day to talk about those episodes. But just know, like, we are back here and like invested. So I went back and I watched Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, I wanted to finally see the second season, and like, it is not over with, but I've seen enough to be like, no, for what I've seen, for what I feel, I just kind of need to get it out of my system. So for that reason, that's where we're gonna spend our time at. Now I will say hello. I will say, y'all, I'm appalled at my own self. What is happening? Hold on. So it's not how am I trying to word this? Season 1 is when I break down and tell you like all about the characters, kind of how they are. Season 2, I'll do it for the people that we haven't seen in season 1. But I'm mostly just gonna throw out character names and like story wise what's going on. So if you don't know like any of that, I would suggest you go and watch like the first review I did on Jujutsu Kaisen and then come back to this one because it'll make more sense. So when this starts off, also, if I am not mistaken, I want to say the way the order goes is like Jujutsu Kaisen, the first series, the first season, then the movie, and then the second. So you should definitely watch the movie. It'll make a hell of a lot of sense. If you go through and watch the movie, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm flabbergasted, because y'all, I was flabbergasted. So, anywho's, I'm doing this all types of wrong. Let me get my bearings because I'm ready to go in on this anime. Okay, so when this one comes on, it's like a flashback at first, right? So the purpose of this one is to essentially establish at first timelines and backgrounds for like many of the teachers and the students, and mostly Gojo. Like, this is highlighting him and how my man has become a man, and like, you know, just the stuff he went through, the stuff he's seen, you know, like jazz like that. Okay, so in this season, really how it starts off is Gojo, Shoko, and Geto. They are all supposed to protect this girl named Riko Amari. Amani. Now, Riko, she is supposed to go and become one with Tengen. Something about, oh, also, spoiler alerts. So if you ain't watched it, don't come here, please. I say that because I had a lot of stuff spoiled for me. Not a lot, but I had some stuff spoiled, and I was like, Instagram. But so please just don't watch it unless you want to be spoiled, because I really don't want to ruin it for anybody. I hate when things are ruined for me, especially like unexpectedly or unintentionally. But I am going to be talking about things that happen in there and how I feel about them. So this is your warning. Like, turn back now if you don't want to be spoiled. And so they're supposed to get this girl to Tengen, protect her at all costs, because if they don't, Tengen basically is going to lose his mind, and it's going to it is going to disrupt the flow and really protection of all, like, the people who are sorcerers and stuff. And so Gojo is against it. Gojo's like, I don't want to babysit no brat. And I'm like, baby, don't be like that, okay? Because you are the love of my life, and I want to know that you love children. Like, that's what we're here for, bucko. So they end up going to get this girl, and like, they're not the only ones who want her. So yeah, they're not the only one who wants this girl, right? And so like there is this big beef going on. There's this group, like, they're out to, that makes sense why that was doing it. They're out to get her too. Like, they're called, there's two religious groups. One is called like the Star Group, and this other group, they are basically like, I don't even remember, but I'm gonna have to put it in here. Two groups are gunning for this girl. One group doesn't want Tengen to like do it because they want to throw the world in chaos. Well, I guess you could say that that's kind of like the same thing. And the other one, like the followers, well, yeah, I kind of feel like they're all on the same team. So in pops in another character that I've been waiting for and not been waiting for at the same time. Because let me just go ahead and just rage about him real quick. Toji Fushiguro is like the bane of my existence. That man, he freaking triggers me, and it's only because I think that, hey, he could be a husband, but that worm gotta go. I know, I can't believe I'm cussing either, but that worm does it for me, and not in a good way. I hate it. I hate that is a character design. Like, oh my goodness, how can you be so beautiful but then have something so on your side? I cannot. Okay, like, you can't come see me unless you keep that thing at home. Keep it on a leash, because feeling like a freak on a leash. That's what I feel like when I look at your freaking worm, buddy. But so, anywho's, you know, it reminds that worm low-key reminds me of that worm off of SpongeBob. And SpongeBob's like, say it, I told you so, Sandy. And so this dude, Toji, he is not on the right side of justice, which I'm gonna go ahead and give my personal opinion when we get caught up to the end. So Toji has been hired to take out her and Gojo. These people want Gojo dead. They think that, like, he's just, you know, if they could kill him while he's young, like, you know, everybody knows he's upsetting the balance of power. Like, he is like mighty, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is just my opinion, so don't come for me, because this is purely my opinion. I kind of feel like, in a way, they tried to tailor him after God, because, you know, like, he's like, I'm the chosen one, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of sounds like you're quoting Jesus a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess in that world, he is like the savior. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm saying. And so, anywho's, everything just goes wrong from start to finish. So they're protecting this girl. And like when she first meets them, she is not having it. She ain't having Gojo. She ain't having Geto. Like she is not having these dudes because she don't know them, so she don't trust them. Which, right on, because I think I'd be a little skeptical of people too. You just rolling up on me, and all these people out here after me to kill me, and you think that I'm supposed to just trust you? I'd be a little skeptical too. You know what I'm saying? So Toji's out here. This man. He is not getting it together. He's doing everything but really what he's supposed to be doing. And he's like, I'm just wearing Gojo down. Like, I know what I'm doing. I got this. Just make sure you give me the money. He is out here gambling and losing. And I'm like, Toji, do something with yourself other than this. He is funny. He is such a funny character to me. And I hate it because I'm like, I am not supposed to like you, but I can see now why like the Toji supremacy is like high up here because man. And so this man is really just out here tracking them, seeing what they're doing. And so Gojo and them, they've secured this girl, right? And like they're trying to get her to Tengen. And like Suguru, he is telling Gojo the importance of protecting like the weak, and what their job is here for. And that's why everything about this anime just puts me in uproar. But so Geto is like, you need to protect her. Like that's our jobs because people are weak. Like they can't do it for themselves. And Gojo's like, oh, don't give me that about the week and da da da. And I'm like, Gojo, shut up. Because these people didn't ask to be born like this. Like, what is your deal? And so, anyways, Gojo starts having compassion on baby girl Rico. Yeah, Rico. And so, I want to call her Rika for some reason. But so they go to her school, right? She's trying to have like a normal childhood, finish up like, or I guess like a normal teenagehood, finish up her classes, see people that she won't see again, like live her life. Because respectfully so, like you have a right to do that. You're about to literally give up your life for somebody else, like to protect, you know what I'm saying? These people. And so Gojo is like having a soft spot on her, taking her to the beach and stuff, taking her to do whatever it is that she like wants to do. So that way she can have like a great life. So Geto is like, okay, you're stalling. And Gojo's like, come on, dude, don't be a jerk. Not like, he knows he's stalling. And so Gojo, he's been up like all night long, all night. All night long, all night. Anywho's, he has been up day and night trying to protect this girl, trying to keep her, trying to make sure like she just has the best time of her life, right? Because literally her life is about to end. And I'm like, once again, this is why Gojo, you are just, there's the Silk Sonic song, and he goes, now I don't know what you did when you did, but you did it, girl. See, normally I don't stutter, but you do it to me. That's how I feel about Gojo. I had to say all of that to say that is how I feel about Gojo. And so, anywho's, oh wait. Okay, and so, Gojo and Geto, they're out here protecting this girl, right? And she has a maid with her that I have to get her name because I just now remember like there was another person with her. So I'm gonna get the name of her too and drop it in here. But they're all protecting this girl, getting her where she needs to be, making sure like she's happy, she's safe, the whole shebang. So they, first of all, when they first showed so when it first comes on, let me back up for a second. It's talking about two other people that we are going to need to discuss. Utahime, is that Utahime and Mei Mei? They are so powerful women. I'm like, yes, for the female supremacy. Because when it first came on, I was like, don't nobody better ever mess with y'all or y'all cows because they gonna get body. And so it comes on and it shows them basically dealing with these I guess you could say with these cursed spears as well. Hello. And so basically when they freaking get out of this little house, because Utahime, she's trying. All right, she's so scared, but she's trying to like get it together. And when they finally break out, here's Gojo like, "Oh, I came here to save you," and I'm like, "Don't be just just save her. Like, don't be like that." So they are with baby girl. They are leading her to Tengen, right? So she can do what she needs to do. I guess our song of the week is gonna be After Last Night, since I quoted it already. Cause after last night, Jujutsu Kaisen just broke my heart. But so they are taking this girl there, right? And basically Suguru is the one who is like, what is it that you want to do? Because me and Gojo, like, we know if you don't want this, we're gonna have to fight them, but like that's okay because this is your life. Like, what is it you want? So Rico is like, obviously she wants to go home, right? She wants to be like a normal girl. She wants to spend time with people, like live a life. Because why wouldn't you want something like that? So Gojo is beefing with Wormy over here. And my main quote for everybody in Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. If you've ever watched the movie Friday, you know, but it's a quote. It's like, stop letting them kick your ass. Because that's how I feel. Stop letting them body y'all for no reason. Like, I'm sick of it. Because this was not the only anime I watched this past weekend where I was like, do something. And I know. Like, they can't make them hellaciously strong because, you know, the story and the plot. But it ain't got to be my favorites that keep getting mollywopped. Like, why the bad guys can't just keep getting molly? I've lost a lot in anime these past months. So truly, it has been a lot. But so, anywho's to calm down, Gojo gets bodied at first. So Rico has made the decision that she wants to come home, right? I'm soft. Suguru is soft. Like he's about to take her hand. You know, Rico is soft because they're going to protect her and make sure she has a great life, right? In comes Toji with this pew pew pew. It's a 22, and he shoots baby girl, and she's just done for it. Now, me, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just pause here and say, I personally feel like that's when Suguru first changed because you know he watched this girl die in front of him. This girl that he wanted to protect, you know, and I just feel like that was the start of nothing good. I was like, oh baby, no. But when Suguru was like, who are you? And Toji was like, I killed Gojo. I was telling my best friend, I was like, I cannot with Suguru because for so long it was like a Gojo supremacy. Like not even Nanami had a hold on me, which we gonna get there soon. But I was like, Mappa, get it together because y'all can't be coming for me. It's the long hair. Okay, it's the long hair, it's the man bun, it's the softness and how sweet and kind he is. It is the smile. Okay, it's not his voice, but it's the voice of the everything that culminates together. You know what I'm saying? Like chef's kiss. So, anywho's, Suguru is about to go off on Toji. That's what we think, but it don't really. Suguru has some good fights now. Oh, and I was gonna say too, I really love the art style of this one because man, it was nice. Okay, they have definitely like did their thing on this one. So, anyways, Gojo comes back on the scene because he's not dead. He bodies Toji, right? Gojo, he a little sadistic. He just a little bit now, just a little bit. Because I was like, you scare me a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever. He has a right to be that way. And so Gojo is high off life. This boy is enjoying literally everything that is being thrown at him. Like his euphoria passes up freaking Jungkook's and Jimin's. Well, Jimin's was serendipity, but you get the point. Like he was up there with his serotonin, man. And so Toji tells him he has this son named Megami. And he was like, do with that what you will. And y'all, I did not want Toji to die simply because I had started like simping for this man. Like, you were bad, but you didn't deserve to go out like that. But I mean, if it had to be, if I obviously, if one of you had to go, I would rather it be Toji than it to be Gojo. So Toji tells him like, man, I have this kid and they're gonna sell him off when they're done with him. And then like honestly, that's kind of where I have a heart for Toji. So let me jump over here and say this real quick. Toji, yes, he has questionable moments. And yes, he is doing stuff for money and greed. And yes, he is out here bodying people. But at the same time, like, from my understanding, from what I'm gathering, the clan doesn't really care too much about him because of the simple fact that, like, he's a human. You know, like, they treat him like they treat Maki. And I don't feel like that's okay because y'all can't be out here, you know, doing people like that. It's just wrong. And so, while I don't agree with him, I understand how he became the way he did. Which is how I also felt about Ghetto until I learned everything that I learned, and I was just like, all right. So, anywho's, before we get there, they go back. Like, they go back home. You know, Gojo, he's the strongest. Him and Suguru are both strong. Like, they're Naruto and Sasuke. What can I say? I'm gonna keep the, don't come for me. That is how they are. That is how they are. Like, they match strengths together. It is what it is. And so while this is happening, basically it shows Suguru declining. Like, he is just going down. They start going on missions like by themselves because they're so strong and stuff. So they really lose all sorts of bonds that they had between them, you know, because now they got to go on their own missions. Okay, so like while they're going on their own missions, everything just goes wrong for Suguru. Okay, so when I say goes wrong, I just mean like Suguru is learning now pretty much, you know, like he sees the world kind of for what it is, you know, like he sees that people can be jerks. Like, not everybody has good intentions. You know, you can't always save everybody. Like, you're gonna lose some people. And because he doesn't have like his squad with him to remind him what it is that they're doing it for and why they're doing it, he is like slowly losing sight of himself. So this blonde headed lady comes, and her name is Yuki. I don't like Yuki because I feel like she contributed to like the fall of him too. But basically, she has this conversation with him. This is right after he's talking to uh what is this dude's name? Come here. Come here. No. I don't think I got his name, but I'm gonna step in here. He's talking to him. And like, this dude is one of the sweetest characters. We don't really see him much outside of this, but he's a sweet character, okay? I am here for him. And basically, Yuko is like, you know, she's trying to justify the means of good and evil and like tell him, oh, there's this world where like we can make both happen and like we can achieve this and that. And I'm sitting here thinking, stop hyping him up, because and she's like, you're not at the point yet where you don't care, or like, you know, you don't really know if you want to be good or evil. Like, it's up to you to decide. And I'm like, lady, shut your mouth. What are you doing? And so after that conversation happens, Suguru is just, he's going through it. You know, he's trying to decide what it is that is right and wrong. And he keeps repeating this mantra of what he's doing whenever he goes like on these quests. And so he essentially is devouring these spirits, right? Exercising them and stuff like that, and saying like how they taste like filthy rags. And once again, me, okay, you know what? No, I'm not going to even go there. So I am going to go there. So it reminds me once again of like, I guess for me, the reason I was like, ugh, because there is this scripture in the Bible that I can't quite call all of it, but it says how like when we try to be righteous, like our righteousness is as filthy rags from a woman's menstrual period. So I can only equivocate that to Suguru, these curses felt the same way whenever like he consumed them, and I'm just like, because to paint a clearer picture in my mind, that's the level of like grotesque that it is for him. So it hits different when you start to really think like, that's a bad taste in your mouth. And so the snapping point, the final snapping point for this baby, he goes to this village. Suguru does. He goes to this village and they are trying to convince him that these two little girls are guilty of something that I don't think that they did. And obviously Suguru doesn't either, because apparently like the reports wasn't showing that like they were guilty of what these people are. So I'm thinking that these people just want to get these little girls' body, which is so wrong. Suguru is unhinged. He is on the brink of like just destruction. What does he do? He tells all the adults, he's like, let's go outside and talk about this for a moment, right? Because the people, they're like, oh, y'all are liars. Like, they are talking bad to these kids. And in general, let me staple this in here again. I was a teacher, right? I more specifically, I was a daycare teacher. So babies, I love babies. I have a heart for little ones, like teaching them, loving on them, being with them. I have a best friend. I call her Squish. Okay. Y'all know I hate to see any show, anything where they're being mean to kids and they literally have no basis, because y'all are really out here raising villains and y'all don't even know it. And so Suguru takes them out. He literally, quite literally, takes them all out with his fire. Frees the girls, right? Well, because he does this, Suguru is up for execution. So, freaking Suguru, he leaves, right? And Gojo is not accepting of it, because that is like somebody telling me that my best friend went and blew up something, anything, literally, that she did anything like that and that she has to be executed. I would be beside myself with grief. Like, I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, you're lying. Like, it has to be another person. Like, there's no way that they would ever do this. Y'all, the Nile may be a river in Egypt, but let me tell you, I would be right there on it. Okay, so Shoko sees Suguru first, right? She talks to him first and she asks him why he did it. And then she asks him like, do you regret it? And obviously he does not. So she calls Gojo and she's like, Suguru is here. And so Gojo comes and finds Suguru. And like they are having this standoff. And Suguru is kind of being a little bit of a jerk. I ain't gonna lie. But he's basically now Suguru is like using the same lines that Gojo was using. And I'm sitting here thinking, why are y'all like this? Get on one accord and get it together. Because at first Gojo didn't want to protect the weak. Now Suguru is like, I don't want to protect the weak. And I'm sitting here like, listen, you did protect the weak because you protected those girls, didn't you? Like, regardless of anything, you protected the weak, Suguru. So, anywho's, no. It fast forwards, right? Because, so, Gojo makes this remark that, like, what Suguru wants to do is impossible. And Suguru's like, oh, so it's impossible for me, but it's possible for you. And I'm like, y'all are both strong. Well, I know. Like everybody is hailing Satoru is like this god or whatever, but y'all are both strong. So what's the beef, bro? What is the beef? And so it cuts out to like Gojo sitting down. So I have to put this freaking professor up in here, but he's basically the principal. He's like, did you kill him? And Suguru, not Suguru, but Satori is like, how could you even ask me that? And he's like, you know what? You are absolutely right. I'm so sorry that I disrespected you like this. And so Gojo asks him, he's like, I'm strong, right? And the dude is like, yeah, hellaciously strong. Like, what's the issue? And so Gojo's like, well, it doesn't really seem like it matters because the ones that I want to save, like, they're not being saved. And so I'm like, don't be like that. It's okay. So it pans out, speeds up, right? Time is speeding up. Now Gojo, you know, he has Yuji, he has Megumi. He's first of all, this man, when he went to freaking see Megumi, I was like, you are not a father figure by far yet. But so he tells Megumi like what's gonna happen to him if he stays. And he's like, what is it that you want to do? And Megumi's like, well, because he has this stepsister, right? His stepsister is named Megumi has a stepsister. And he's like, okay, if I can't keep her safe, then like I don't want it. So he goes and he becomes, you know, excuse me, a sorcerer. So now it is showing like all these bad guys and stuff who are like basically planning this big event. So like there is this big battle taking place, right? And these people who were out on Halloween night, they basically end up getting trapped in this veil. Now, we also see at one point in time that it looks like Ghetto is out here. Well, he's out here killing people, bodying them, you know, calling humans monkeys, the whole shebang. Like, he's ready to eradicate them off the face of this earth, right? So of course he starts working with the curses. Jogo, hate him. Hanami, hate him. Mahito, double hate him. Chozo, we don't hate Chozo. We really don't. I can't find it in me to hate that man. So goodbye. But he also works with one guy that like flabbergasts me because I'm like, how dare you? Megamaru, freaking what's his real name? Kokichi Muta. Him. This dude. I just feel like he betrayed them. You know, like Jujutsu High and stuff. He betrayed them. And then when it got too much, all of a sudden you want to run to them and ask them for help. Cause like you wasn't just out here siding with the enemy. But at the same time, like he does come through for them and he is technically dead, okay? Like I'm sorry. He's technically dead. But he's out here trying to help them fight off these dudes, right? That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to like you or not, because you were foul for what you did, but you are helping them. So it's frustrating. So, anyways, these kids, these people, they get trapped on Halloween in this veil. Now, some humans, they can see like clear as day what is happening, and some people are like, well, I guess those are the ordinary humans, you know. And so there's chaos between the two because some people are seeing what's going on, some people is not, and so they can't leave. And then the normal humans, they're essentially just like sitting there chilling, you know. They're like, wicked, we're in this big party, like we're gonna party all night long. And so they start chanting, bring Gojo. So Gojo's like, okay, I'm gonna play along with this. He goes down there and he sees them, right? While he goes to see them, Yuji and Mei Mei and Ui, they're on their way to him as well. So all of them are going to the station, right? And more people from Jujutsu High is there. Like I say, Nanami's going, Megumi, Maki, Panda's there, uh, Takuma. There is this old man. Oh yes, Naobito, he's there, and so they're all trying to figure out what's his name? Ijichi. I hate that I'm bad at this. Nita is there. Uh No, but so before this happens, there's this little cute scene that happens, and I honestly want to include it because people were like, "What's the point of this?" I like this scene. So there is this girl. Her name is Yuko Ozawa. She had a crush on Yuji, right? She was chubby in school, and people teased her, but Yuji thought that she was perfect in a way. If he had to choose anybody, she would have been the one he would have wanted to be with. And I'm like, Yuji, you're so sweet. And it's not even about the physical appearance of her. But he's talking about how like she's just so sweet and funny, and he likes the way she writes and stuff. And I'm like, you are such a wholesome little human, aren't you? We stand Yuji, okay? Because he needs to be protected at all costs. So it shows this brief dialogue of like her wanting to meet Yuji to like just reconnect and see him. I do believe part of her wanted to ask him out, but it didn't really go anywhere. But so people were like, I don't understand like why they included it. And I'm like, okay, but they included it for many reasons because Nobody, she didn't want to, no, Nobara, she did not want to realize that she had feelings for this kid. And it wasn't until the other girl came around that we could all establish and see, aha, she actually does like Yuji. So I think that it's a great scene. I think that it also gives lessons to, and like animes, even though they are great, they are great. There's not no even though, but like animes, they're great for the action and the fighting and stuff. Their stories, like, and what they put in there, that stuff based on real life. So for somebody like they needed to see that and know like your values are not determined because of what size you are, and you should never go for anybody or want to date anybody just because like you're finally smaller, or like you want to meet their expectations or anything like that. Like if you are a chubby girl or a chubby guy, there is nothing wrong with that. There is literally absolutely nothing wrong with that. You're talking to a girl who used to be one. Okay, I used to weigh like 319 pounds. So I don't want anybody coming from me. I know what it's like to be on the other side of that. And it can be gut wrenching when people devalue you because you are bigger than them. And that's not fair. So I really did love that scene. Like her whole spiel made me want to cry. I was like, you are so right, baby girl. Like, get it together. Okay, so also, Toto and some other students, they have recommended Megami, Maki, like they have recommended all of them to level 1 sorcery ship. And so Todo is so excited that him and Yuji can go and do these missions together so he can evaluate him. And Mei Mei is like, that's not how this works. Like, you cannot be with him. He's like, what do you mean? Like, nothing's going to keep us apart. And she's like, no, no, no. I mean, because you recommended him. So therefore, you cannot evaluate him. Somebody else has to go with him. His world was shattered, let me tell you. So they're back in this train, right? And everybody's fight scenes. People are fighting. First of all, beautiful. Let me say there was some beautiful fight scenes up in this one. Like I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. They had some nice fights. And so anywho's it comes time for Gojo to fight. Well, first of all, they show how Mekamaru basically was betraying like Jujutsu, and like what he was telling Geto and like Mahito and stuff. And so Mahito wanted him dead anyways. And so they fight and basically he dies. And I hate that he dies because it's like you and freaking baby girl, what is her name? Blue hair. What is your name? Miwa, I hate it because she was like, I want to spend more time with you and like I want to get to know you and like this is enough for me. And I'm like, y'all won't let her have Gojo, thank you. But y'all also won't let her have this guy. Like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you? And so, you know, he's basically like unalived, right? So now he has these little bots, I guess, left of him. And so he's trying to help uh Yuji and them get it together about what's happening. So let's first of all let's talk about Gojo. They have this one scene where you know they're showing these humans get mollywopped by these curses and stuff, right? Y'all, Jogo, I just do not like him, and I think in general, let me put it in here. What I do not like about these curses is they walk around talking about like how they want to be human and how they want to live free and da da da. Y'all are literally keeping humans from doing that. Like y'all are the ones always preying on humans, feeding on humans. If y'all left them alone, nobody would bother y'all. But y'all are out here always bothering people, and now you want to cry like you're the victim because like you can't have your way and kill people. Like what is wrong with you? And so that always burns me up in anime, and I'm like, you're horrible. And so they are trying to lure Gojo out, and they don't think that this man is gonna like body them because he sees all these humans around, you know, like he's gonna want to sacrifice these people. Y'all, Gojo defeated so many beings in 299 seconds. It takes me 3 to 5 business days to get out of my bed. And this man was wrecking shop in seconds. And I am like, and I told my friend, it is so funny because, you know, I haven't said any of this to her because she hasn't watched it yet. But I'm like, I thought Suguru was gonna have me for the count, but Gojo was like, not my prize, not my bride. So freaking Gojo, he's a beast. But by the time he gets through, you know, tearing off the heads of the spirits and like, you know, deformed humans, he's spent, obviously, because he just read everybody their rights in such a short amount of time. And so here comes Geto, right? Suguru. And so basically, what's happening? Gojo sees Geto, and I'm like, this is just horrible because, like, this is his best friend. Like, I'm mad at Geto because I'm like, how dare you do your friend like that? So then we get into another story that is not the real Suguru. Like, the real Suguru is actually dead, and I am like, y'all. I had to pause the episode. I had to pause it. I was so okay. I was upset, but I was also relieved. And I guess relieved in the sense of like, okay, so you didn't do it. Like you Geto as a person, even though he was confused and like he was going through these things, he didn't actually commit these crimes, you know, like there's a host taking over him. You know, like that is the good news. But at the same time, knowing that he's been dead all this time, I'm just like, my heart is in my throat right now. Like, what is wrong with y'all for making this a thing? And like Gojo's like, you say that you're Suguru, but you're not him. And so the spirit taking over him, his name is. Come here. Come here. Kenjaku. If you watch the movie, you will know who Kenjaku is. He has taken over Suguru's body. How did he get the body? Because Yuko didn't really discard of him the way she was supposed to that day, which poor baby girl. So she didn't discard of him like she was supposed to, right? And he gets his hands on Geto's body. All right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, sometimes I have to really focus hard about different sections that I'm doing. This O is one section because I am subject to mess up. So they're in this place. Everybody's fighting. So one person that everybody wants to fight is Yuji. Jogo is like, I want to fight Yuji, like, because the cursed spirit, Sukuna, and Mahito wants to kill him. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, why are y'all like this? Okay, moseying it along to get my point across and get done with this. Cause I know, I've been starting, I've been stopping. I haven't really gotten it all there. But so freaking all right, let me see. How am I gonna do this? Yuji ends up having to fight Chozo, right? Chozo is bodying this kid. And that's why I'm like, stop. Just stop letting them do y'all this disservice. Like, y'all are really out here getting bodied. After you literally just said, I'm not gonna lose no more. That's what you say, but that's not what your body's saying, because you getting mollywopped out here by this man. Chozo is a beast. And like, he has a bone to pick with Yuji, right? Because Yuji helped kill his siblings. So, you know, he's big mad at baby boy. Like he's big mad at him. So they fight. Yuji gets slaughtered out. And I'm pressed about it. Because I keep losing people. You know what I'm saying? But when I think that everybody's down and out for the count, here comes baby boy Nanami. Now, Nanami, my heart is soft for that man. There's this scene where he takes on this one dude named, hold on, Haruto. I think so. Yes. I'm gonna make sure it's right. But so he takes him out because Haruto is out here just knocking people off, right? Killing people. He was about to try baby girl Norbert, and he poor Nita. He was kicking her butt. There was no hope for baby child. She tried. She was trying to run away. So anywho's, Nanami steps on the scene, right? He's not having it. I mean, he is not having none of it. Because he sees Ijichi and poor baby's down and out for the count. Well, he's badly injured. He ain't dead, thankfully, but he's badly injured, right? So Nanami goes and like wrecks shop. And yes, even I, when I saw the ponytail scene, I was like, what a man, what a man, what a man. That is as much as I can say without my mother being like, you want to run that by me again? And I don't want to run that by her again. So Nanami's wrecking shop, and he bodies this kid like he never even stood a chance. And the dude is like, I'm sorry, like I won't do it no more. And I'm sitting here thinking, you're not sorry. You are not sorry. You just don't want to die. That's all that is. Because when them girls was there, you could literally care less about anything they had to say. Because you felt like that they was the scum of the earth. But now that Nanami's here, oh, it's different now. So he wrecked shop on Haruto. I'm gonna keep saying that because I think he's the one. There's not pictures by names, okay? And hey, whatever. But so he wrecked shop on them, and they're going to fight this other person, and like freaking Maki is telling Naobito, you need to go home because all you doing is drinking. You're not helping. He's like, no, you need to go home. So I'm agreeing with Maki, right? I'm like, you ain't really helping, babe. Like you out here. Well, when he starts fighting, I was like, well, shut my mouth then, because he was bodying freaking Dagon. And like, I love how the people who animate this and like, they were making references and saying stuff like, do you know how many frame per second this is going to take? And, do you know how many frames you got to put up in here and how you have to animate this and, how you have to sketch and I love that they included that in there to, first of all, be like, do y'all see we are out here thriving and surviving for y'all? And number two, like, don't be complaining because we out here thriving and surviving for y'all. So it was very good to see that. And so they're fighting him. Then they get thrown into Dagon's like ultimate domain. Freaking Megami comes on the scene, right? And he's trying to help because all of them are about like past their prime. They're all about to go. Toji comes into this dang portal, right? He goes off on Dagon, and I'm sitting here like arms folded because the way they be animating these people and certain frames that they catch them in, they are beautiful. Toji had my heart sing-a-ring-a-linging this whole fight. I was like, Gojo, you in a box right now. So let me give my love to somebody who can actually appreciate it. And like, I was bitter. Hands down, I am bitter, I guess, in the sense that he is like Itachi. He's only gonna fight for so long and then go. But he helped them break free out of that domain. He was not playing with that spirit, all right? And so now Toji has freaking kicked Megami outside. And I'm like, please don't. Like, you're under my good graces. I've forgiven you about the worm. Like, just don't do it to me. Do not do it to me. And on top of that, I'm sitting here like, why did you ask for him to be saved if you're going to treat him like that? But I think he's just going to, you know, test him, see where he is, like, see if he's strong or whatever. So, y'all, Jujutsu Kaisen is in an uproar right now. And then these two girls, who are they? Mimiko and freaking... Wait. Yes, Mimiko and Nanaka. What did y'all think was going to happen? Y'all thought Sakuna was just going to obey y'all? Y'all, there's this part where they're like, we want you to kill Suguru and get his body back. And we... Obviously, I can't do both. Hold on. All right, babes. This is the finished look. Sorry, I was like, I can't do what it is that I want to do. So first of all, for starters, this is my Umbreon look. Okay, I changed the colors, wanted it to be pink, mostly because my mom, like I say, shout out to my baby. Okay, she just bought me this makeup palette, and I am super excited about it because I love it. I love the pink. I really do love. I think in general, I just need to get better at watercolors. It's not my thing. I've been using oil paint for the past year, so now I'm trying water, and it's different because the textures are different, but we're gonna rock it out. We're gonna get past this. So this is my Umbreon look. I also wanted to change the colors because why not? Like, you can change it. You don't have to, you know, like, you don't have to put your spin on things. There you go. You don't have to do regular looks. Just put your spin on it. Whatever you want to put your spin on, that's what you should do. So really quickly, back to this freaking anime to finish up while I can say that while I do this. So Toji's outside, right? He's about to fight Megami, and I'm stressing out about that. And like, I don't know what's about to happen there. And then Chozo, for whatever reason, he is seeing Yuji as his brother, and that's throwing me for a loop because what the hell happened there? And then these two girls in Jogo done freaking summoned Sukuna, and it's like, first of all, the girls, they're like, oh, we want you to kill the cursed spirit and we can tell you where the fingers are. And they've shoved like 5 fingers in this boy's stomach. And Jogo, hate it. He has shoved 10 fingers in his stomach, like down his throat. And I'm sitting here like, y'all are all detestable. I dislike all of y'all. And so Sukuna beheads the girls, all right? I don't know how to say that in a friendly way. It is what it is. He takes their heads off. I don't know why they got mad or even like afraid, because why would you think that Sukuna was on your side? Like, you know what kind of spirit he is, you know how he moves, like, you literally know you're playing with fire and you're mad because your life ended. Then Jogo over here, I want him to get bodied. I told my best friend, I'm like, listen, there has never been a character that just will not die. Like, you've been alive for too long. Somebody needs to body you. Get it out of here. Get him out of here. Get it done. So that's happening. And now Sukuna and Jogo look like they're about to fight. And I'm sitting here like, somebody, anybody, where's the happy times? Okay, we want the happy times and we want the peace. And so I know, like I said, that it hasn't ended yet, so I don't know what's gonna go on. But I wanted to rant and rage about season 2 because I am feeling it. Okay, I'm mad at everybody because they either getting their butts kicked or like the logic is not logicking. Like the Ogami Babaya and her grandson, what did y'all think was gonna happen? Y'all out here channeling spirits. You just thought that they was gonna let you be? Like you literally thought you were gonna get away with this? Done for it. Takuma, I really don't want him to pass away. Like you were literally giving it your all. You were fighting, you were thriving and surviving. There's one lady out here, we don't really know much about her. Urame. I ain't never really seen this girl before this, and I'm like, who are you, lady? And so, yeah, it's a stress. There's more people. Kongshu, he was the one who was working with Toji, and I'm like, get him out of here. Bayer, get him out of here. Too cocky. There's somebody in here named Judo. Get them out of here. Get them all out of here. Point is, the bad guys are being bad and looking like they're coming out on top. And freaking Gojo is chilling up in this dang box and he's like, I'm counting on you, everybody. And I'm like, I'm counting on you to not be this way. Because, like, what is wrong with you? And so, with that being said, I hands down do believe that, like, manga-wise, I'm about to hands down get into Jujutsu Kaisen, like, today. Like when I finished this, was gonna start it earlier, but I was like, no, I want to rant, I want to rave, I'm ready to talk about it. But y'all, my feelings are hurt. I'm really sad that I lost Suguru, and I'm like, well, in my heart you live on, because I'll be a widow for you, baby. Okay, Gojo, my other husband is locked up. Nanami, he's still a kicking in a ticket. So I mean, you know, at least 1 out of 3 is better than none out of none. But yes, you guys, so I say that all to say that Jujutsu Kaisen still gets a 10 out of 10 in my book. You should definitely go check out the first season. You should definitely go check out the movie and the second season. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. It's so good. It's good. It's very good, and I'm glad that I did, like, buckle down and watch it. I was tired of people spoiling it for me, for one thing, but I'm hands down glad, like, I went and saw, because y'all is good. And young Satoru, I'm like, you know you a piece of work and you float my boat, sir. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please kiss me with the like button. Please comment any manga, any anime you'd like me to look into, any looks that you might want to see me try my hand at, let me know. Thank you so much for rocking it with me. Please make sure to subscribe, to hit the bell for when I post. Check out my TikTok and my Instagram at DohiSama, because I'm gonna do more edits for this look on my body, but with my editor app, and so you're gonna have to go there and check out the finished products. But thank you for letting me be in my best goofy self and for listening to me. And like I say, first of all, I want to put 2 notes in. One is, please don't be one of the, just be kind. A lot of people have been debating and like yelling about the fact that, like, oh, Gojo's like Kakashi and Naruto this and Jujutsu Kaisen that. It's anime. It's supposed to be fun for all of us. So please don't like spread hate to other fandoms in whatever you play or do, because I mean, then you're just bringing other people down, and that's not fair, because we should all be allowed to enjoy, you know, what it is that the artists and creators have worked hard to put out there. I love Kakashi. I love Gojo. I love them both, you know, and I don't see what's the beef. And I don't really like when people are like, oh, this person from this anime is supremacy to that person. Well, they were never intended to be like superior to each other. That's why they're in 2 separate animes. And also, here's just your reminder, man, that like your personality, that is what really matters the most. Being a good person on the inside, being loving, being caring, that reigns over your looks, your weight, all of that. But if people cannot appreciate you for you, if they cannot see your heart, especially when you are a little bit bigger, you know, forget them, you know, because First of all, you're beautiful, all right? You are beautiful. No matter what size, shape you are, truly, you are beautiful. And don't let people make you feel like because you are bigger and maybe because you are smaller that you are not worthy of love, that you are not qualified for love, and that you lack anything as a human, because that's not true. And if they can be so simple-minded to see you like that, then you don't need them in your corner anyway. Go get you some new friends. Go get you a new love interest. It's going to be okay. But as always, please do remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May He keep you. I love you, and I hope wherever you are, you're having an incredible day or an amazing night. Goodbye, guys.